Behind the smiles, stage lights, and midnight buffets is a side of cruising most guests never see. Today, we're pulling back the curtain with 15 explosive confessions straight from a former crew who lived them. We'll hit everything from tighter casino odds, the buffet reality, excursions, first cruise or your 20th. What you learn here will change how you sail. Stay to the end for a feel-good reveal about why so many crews still love the job. Grab your key card, let's dive in. How you're tracked on board, spending movement preferences. On modern ships, your key card or wearable is more than a door opener. Every tap logs something: where you ate, what you bought, when you left or reboarded, even favorite hangouts by time of day. Staff also pay attention to patterns: who returns to the same table, who tips, who orders the same drink. The upside is real. Bars remember your go-to, dining hosts seat you where you like. Lost items are easier to trace, and security can verify movements if there's an issue. You'll also get targeted invites, priority slots, or a surprise dessert because the system knows you. There's a trade-off. The same data can fuel sales pushes, spa pitches, jewelry events, casino offers. If your card declines or activity looks off, access can be limited until it's fixed. Privacy controls vary by line, so there isn't a universal opt-out. Keep it in your favor. Use the app to review charges daily, tighten notifications you don't want, and keep a backup payment method to avoid holds. Be consistently polite with crew and specific with preferences. Table near a window, decaf after set. The system and the humans using it respond to clear signals. When you combine good data with good manners, service often gets smoother, faster, and more personal. Casino at sea. Lower payouts, tighter rules. Ship casinos feel like Vegas, but the math usually isn't as friendly. Slots can be set to tighter payout percentages than many land casinos, and table rules often favor the house more than you're used to. Think blackjack paying 6-5 instead of 3-2, continuous shufflers, and higher minimums on sea days. Comps exist, but they're typically tied to tracked play and may be lighter than resort programs. You'll still see winners and hear jackpot cheers. It's entertainment, not an income plan. Pros: it's convenient, lively, and fun with tournaments, themed nights, and occasional free play offers. If you're going to play anyway, using your player account can generate future cruise deals or onboard perks. Cons: money drains faster under tighter rules, smoke policies can be mixed, and late night just one more adds up. Play smart. Set a session budget and walk when it's gone. Favor lower house edge games, blackjack with friendly rules, craps with odds, video poker with decent pay tables. Read the placard on each table. If the rules look rough, skip it. Ask the pit boss which tables have 3-2 blackjack or lowest roulette minimums. If you're only dabbling, choose slower games and smaller denominations to stretch time. Treat wins as a bonus and the night stays fun. Buffet reality. What's fresh versus frozen? Cruise kitchens feed thousands safely and fast, so prep is a blend of fresh, frozen, and pre-portioned. Proteins like shrimp, lobster, steaks, and some pastries often arrive frozen for quality control and safety. Many salads, fruits, and made-to-order items are prepped fresh daily. That creamy scrambled egg pan may come from a liquid mix. Those croissants were likely proofed from frozen dough, then baked on board. It's normal at this scale, but not everything will taste farm to table. Pros: huge variety, reliable standards, lots of international options, and speed. Great before excursions. Cons: repetition on longer sailings, higher sodium, and the occasional lukewarm tray if you hit peak rush. Eat like an insider. Prioritize live stations. Omelets, pasta, carving, stir-fry. Ramen, freshest food, cooked in front of you. Walk both sides. Different stations sometimes rotate unique items. Go off-peak for hotter trays and easier seating. If quality matters for a meal, try the main dining room for lunch on sea days, or book 1 or 2 specialty dinners where sourcing and execution are tighter. For breakfasts, the express MDR can beat the buffet crowds with made-to-order eggs. Mind hygiene, use the wash stations, avoid cross-using tongs, and grab a clean plate for seconds. With a little strategy, the buffet becomes variety without compromises. Excursions. Book with the ship or go private. Shore days fly by, so how you book matters. Ship-sponsored tours cost more, but they come with the big safety net. If a bus breaks down or traffic stalls, the captain waits. You also get clear meeting points, vetted operators, and a staff contact if plans change. The trade-offs are real: bigger groups, slower pacing, scripted photo stops, and less flexibility. Private operators flip that equation. Smaller groups, faster movement, custom stops, and usually better pricing. But there's no ship will wait guarantee. If the van's tire blows at 3:30 p.m. and all aboard is 4 hours in, you're racing the clock. You also need to vet companies yourself, confirm insurance, and build buffer time into the schedule. Use a simple rule: anything far from port or tightly timed, helicopters, long drives, late returns, goes through the cruise line. Close in, low-risk plans, beach clubs near the pier, walking food tours, museum days can be private or DIY. Screenshot every voucher, meeting time, and emergency number. Download offline maps before you sail. Check total transit time on any tour. Some half-day trips hide 90 minutes of bus time each way. And wear the right shoes. Cobblestones and ruins aren't flip-flop friendly. With smart picks and a 60-90 minute return buffer, you'll see more and stress less. Free events that push you to buy. Free champagne at the art auction, a complimentary spa consultation, a no-cost whiskey or jewelry seminar. These exist to sell you something. The upside: samples, entertainment, and useful info if you were already shopping. You might snag a legit discount on a massage, a tasting you enjoy, or an artist talk you'd pay for on land. The downside is pressure and time drain. Auctions move fast. Today-only pricing creates FOMO, and returns or appraisals can be tricky once you're home. Walk in with guardrails. Set a time cap: 15-30 minutes, a spending cap $0 unless pre-decided, and stick to them. Leave your card in the cabin if you're just browsing. At the spa, ask for the treatment price without the product bundle. At tastings, enjoy the pour and pass on the bottle unless it's a style you already buy at home. At auctions, read the fine print: buyer's premium, shipping, appraisal before you wave a paddle. These events can be fun perks. Just treat the free part as the show, not a coupon to spend. Quick pit stop to keep your cruise smoother. If you're getting value from these insider tips, tap like so YouTube shows this to more cruisers. Subscribe for straight talk guides that save money, time, and stress on every sailing. And drop Insider in the comments if you want my pre-port checklist, offline maps, buffer times, must-pack docks in a future video. Alright, back to the good stuff. Theft happens. Use the safe. Keep proof. Most cruises are honest and friendly, but small thefts do happen, and they're handled quietly to avoid panic. Don't make yourself an easy target. Put passports, spare cash, jewelry, meds, and backup cards in the cabin safe the moment you unpack. Lock your balcony door when you leave. On deck, keep bags in your line of sight. A lounger isn't a locker. Bring only what you'll use ashore and leave the rest secure. Give yourself proof. Before sailing, photograph the contents of your suitcase and any serial numbers, cameras, watches, tablets. Keep screenshots of booking receipts in a cruise docs album on your phone. A tiny Bluetooth tracker in checked luggage helps if a bag wanders. If something goes missing, act fast. Check your cabin thoroughly, then contact guest services via the app or at the desk during off-peak hours. Ask for an incident number and request a security review of nearby cameras. Follow up with your travel insurance if needed. Pros: a few simple habits save hours of stress and make claims painless. Cons: the safe adds one extra step when you get ready, but it's better than replacing a passport in a foreign port. Quick rule: if you'd be sad or stuck without it, it lives in the safe. Noisy cabins to avoid and why. Great sleep makes a great cruise. Some cabins fight you on that. Skip rooms under the pool deck, early chair dragging, above the theater or nightclub, late bass, next to the galley or buffet, carts clatter, near service elevators, door chimes, and forward low decks, anchor chain at sunrise. Aft corners can have wake views but sometimes vibrate when maneuvering. Connecting doors are convenient for families but transmit sound. Your sweet spot is a cabin sandwiched between other cabins. One deck below and one deck above are both passenger rooms. Midship on a mid-level deck usually wins for quiet and stability. If motion worries you, lower and midship reduces the rock. When booking, pull up the deck plan and ask, what's directly above and below this cabin? If the agent can't tell, pick another. Pros: quiet cabin, you better rest. Smoother mornings, happier sea days. Cons: prime locations sell out early and guarantee fares may assign you anywhere. Bring backups. Foam earplugs, a white noise app or a small USB fan. If noise becomes an issue on board, politely ask for a room change. It's not guaranteed, but early requests sometimes get lucky. Your cruise card, your file. Check charges daily. Your keycard or medallion is a running tab of your vacation. Every drink, coffee, photo, Wi-Fi upgrade and shop swipe lands on your folio. That's convenient, no cash, quick service, but it's easy to lose track or miss errors. Build a 2-minute nightly routine. Open the app or your stateroom TV and review the day's charges. Snap photos of any paper receipts. If you see a duplicate, a mystery minibar item, or a drink with auto gratuity charged twice, flag it early. Fix issues the easy way. Use the app's chat to reach guest services, or visit the desk at off-peak times late evening or early morning. Keep your tone calm and specific. On 5/12 at 3:15 p.m., 2 charges for latte cafe should be 1. 9 times out of 10 it's corrected on the spot. Pros: cashless is fast, and checking daily keeps your last morning stress-free. Cons: it's simple to overspend without noticing. Set guardrails, disable kids charging or put a daily limit on their card at guest services. Opt out of casino charging if you want to avoid temptation, and use a credit card, not debit, to prevent large holds from tying up your cash. With a quick nightly glance, your folio stays clean and you stay in control. Hidden quiet spots. Pause. Best times for pools and gym. Every ship has hideaways. They're not secret, just unlabeled. Walk the outdoor promenade on deck 345 and look for cushioned loungers tucked behind lifeboats. Scout the forward observation lounge, often above the bridge, the library, the card room, and the tiny seating nooks near specialty restaurants between services. Aft decks on lower levels are usually breezy, shaded, and empty mid-afternoon. Timing does the heavy lifting. Pools and hot tubs are blissful right at sunrise, at dinner hour 6 way to 9 p.m., and on port days when half the ship is ashore. Gyms peak 8 to 10 a.m. and 4 to 6 p.m. Go just after opening or during showtime and you'll have treadmills to spare. Thermal suites, if your ship has one, are best on port days too. Quiet, steamy, no waiting. Pros: peace, better photos and no line for the whirlpool. Cons: forward decks may close for wind or rough seas and some lounges are used for private events. Check the daily planner. How to find them fast. Do a 20-minute lap right after muster. Note calm spots, and ask a friendly crew member, where do you go for a quiet 5 minutes? They know. Pack a light layer. The quietest rooms are also the chilliest. Deck chairs. Beat the savers the smart way. Chair hogs exist, but you can win without drama. Be where others aren't. Hit the main pool early, then slide to the solarium adults-only area late morning when families shift to lunch. After 2:30 p.m., loungers free up as sunbathers retreat. On sea days, check upper sun decks, the promenade, and the aft tiers. Fewer speakers, more breeze, better views.
Know the policy.
Most lines post a 30-40 minute no unattended saving rule. If a lounger sits with just a towel and no human for that long, ask a pool attendant to clear it. Don't play towel police yourself. Bring towel clips and a hat. Wind and sun are stronger up top than they look. Pros: strategic timing, prime spots without conflict. Cons: you might walk a deck or two and adjust for shade. On port days, the pool is practically yours from late morning to mid-afternoon. Perfect for a quiet swim and nap. Extra smooth, grab snacks and water first so you settle in once. If you're in a group, rotate 2 hold seats while others swim, then switch. And if you genuinely can't find chairs, check the spa sun deck, sometimes open to all, or the adults-only area right after lifeguard shift changes. Turnover happens in waves. Tender ports. Get off fast without the lines. At tender ports, small boats shuttle you ashore. The early rush can chew up an hour if you wing it, plan it. If you booked a ship-run excursion, you usually get priority tender. Your tour ticket doubles as your boarding pass. Suites, top-tier loyalty, and certain paid programs also board earlier. Check your benefits in the app. For everyone else, the ship will announce where to pick up tender tickets. Go 5 minutes before distribution starts, not 30 after. Eat early or grab a quick bite and bring water, sunscreen, a hat and your keycard photo ID. Peak outbound is 9 hours and either beat it or wait until 10:30 when the surge drops. Coming back, lines spike 1 hour before last tender. Aim for 90 minutes before to glide on. Pros: a little structure gets you more time on the beach and less time in stairwells. Cons: if seas are choppy, service may slow or pause. Build buffer time. If you're doing a private tour, leave extra cushion on both ends, because the ship won't wait for non-ship excursions. Smooth moves. Wear easy shoes for gangway steps. Keep your backpack slim, tender seats are tight, and follow crew directions. Loading is a safety dance. Screenshot the last tender time and meeting point before you leave Wi-Fi range. With a smart start and an early return, tenders become a quick boat ride, not a bottleneck. Medical care on board. Hours, fees, simple fixes. There's a real clinic on board with licensed staff, but it runs more like an urgent care than a walk-in pharmacy. Hours are limited, often mornings and late afternoon, and after-hours calls come with surcharges. Fees are private. Think pay now, claim later, so bring a credit card and your insurance details. If you have travel insurance, save every receipt and ask for an itemized bill before you leave the ship. Use the clinic smart. For minor stuff, seasickness, basic pain relief, bandages, start with guest services or the ship's shops. Some lines provide motion tablets at the desk or dispensers near the medical center. For anything chest-related, dehydration, a bad cut, or high fever, go straight to the clinic. They can do IVs, X-rays on many ships, and arrange port care if needed. Pros: fast help without hunting for a doctor in port. Staff know ship life issues, sunburn, norovirus protocols, tender mishaps. Cons: it's pay out of pocket. Hours aren't 24/7 without extra fees, and prescriptions are limited to what's stocked. Pack a tiny comfort kit. Pain reliever, antihistamine, motion meds, rehydration packets, small blister pads, and your daily prescriptions in original bottles. Check the daily program for clinic hours on day 1, snap a photo and store it with your travel docs. If you need care in port, ask medical to call ahead, so you're seen quickly and still make all aboard. Time-saving cabins and suite perks. Your cabin choice can cut lines all week. Suites and ship-within-a-ship areas, think the Retreat, the Haven, Yacht Club, often come with concierge help, priority boarding tenders, private dining rooms, and quieter sun decks. That means you book shows with a phone call, skip certain queues, and never circle for a lounge chair. Don't need a full suite? Look for plus categories with dining priority. Celebrity Aqua Class, Blue, Holland America Club, Orange, Princess Reserve Collection, Mini Suites. You'll still use the main ship, but dinner becomes smooth and speedy. Huge time saver on show nights. Location matters too. Midship near the elevator bank that reaches your home base, spa, adults-only pool, kids club or theater saves miles. Avoid directly under pools, early deck setup noise, next to service doors or over show lounges. Pros: less waiting, easier reservations, quieter spaces, and a crew member who can fix things with one call. Cons: higher price, and perks differ by line and ship. Always check what's actually included. Before you book, open the deck plan on your phone and trace your daily routes. If you'll live at the spa, pick forward near the spa elevators. If you've got young kids, favor cabins aligned with kids' club lifts. On embarkation day, meet the concierge. If you have one, request show times you want, and lock dining for formal nights first. Cameras everywhere. Follow the rules, or pay. Cruise ships use wide CCTV coverage for safety and crowd control. It's not Big Brother, just standard practice on big floating resorts. But it does mean rule bending gets noticed. Balcony smoking, tampering with safety gear, hopping railings for photos, saving chairs for hours, or sneaking banned items can lead to fines, item confiscation, or in serious cases, being put off the ship. Policies vary by line, but I didn't see a sign won't help. Pros: cameras deter theft and help resolve incidents quickly. Cons: there's a record when you push boundaries, and consequences can be swift. Keep it simple. Smoke only in designated areas, leave iron steamers at home, don't climb or sit on railings, and respect no saving rules if posted. If security leaves a notice in your cabin, respond promptly and politely. It's easier to resolve early. When in doubt, ask a crew member, is this allowed? 5 seconds that can save your wallet and your vacation. One more sanity saver: watch your kids and teens around railings, elevators, and water slides. Lifeguards and cameras help, but supervision is on you. Good habits keep you off security's radar and firmly on the fun side of the ship. Don't post rule breaks. Social media can backfire. That funny video of someone vaping on a balcony or slipping past a rope can travel fast right back to the ship. Lines monitor public posts, and other guests report clips. If a video shows faces, dates, or your cabin area, staff can connect dots. Outcomes range from warnings to account flags, fines, or disembarkation on severe safety violations. Pros of sharing: trip memories, helping other travelers, and connecting with fellow cruisers. Cons: broadcasting rule breaking, revealing your cabin number or travel dates, or posting other guests without consent invites headaches. Post smart. Share sunsets, plates, ports, and shows. Skip anything that breaks rules or shows safety shortcuts. Crop cabin numbers, badges, and kids from other families. Turn off geotags if you don't want the internet knowing you're away from home. If you want to call out a problem, report it on board first. Quietly gets action faster than a viral clip. A simple guardrail: if you wouldn't show it to guest services, don't show it to the internet. Keep the memories, not the mess. That's your insider guide. If this saved you stress or cash, tap like so more cruisers see it. Hit subscribe for smart, simple cruise tips every week. Tell me in the comments, which secret surprised you most, or what hidden spot do you swear by? Want your next level up? Keep watching one of these 2 recommended videos. Sail smart, be kind to the crew, and I'll see you on board.